If you've ever had something taken from you, you know that it's one of the worst feelings in the world. Not only do you feel violated, but the loss often has financial consequences as well. People don't get robbed very often, but they know they are being robbed all the time. They just don't know who is stealing from them. In this video, I'll show you 5 shocking ways society steals your money. If you're new to the channel, click the button below to subscribe for more life-changing content. Number 1. Society puts things on a pedestal. Big houses, fast cars, and fancy watches are pretty much all you see on social media these days. I don't think it's a surprise that the world we live in now is very materialistic. For example, we don't judge others by how many hours they spent volunteering or how many meals they brought to the homeless shelter. Instead, we judge them by the cars they drive and the things they own. Our time is the most valuable thing we have, and you're losing it every day, whether you know it or not. We've already talked about how most people's constant need to buy things is taking away their time. What they don't need is robbing them blind, but there's another thief in our midst: the distractions we deal with every day. There are many distractions we could talk about, but I think it's best to focus on the 2 that are most harmful to our financial and mental well-being. The first distraction that steals time we could be using to make more money and grow our wealth is social media. Even I, someone who is very aware of how much time I waste on social media, society makes us believe a lot of crazy things over the course of our lives. When we're young, we might think that a fat old man brings us gifts on December 25th, or that if we lose a tooth, a fairy will give us money. As we get older, we might think that high school will be the best years of our lives, even though we have to study for tests. If you want to build a house or fix a car, you need tools. If you want to build wealth, you also need the right tools. Unfortunately, society tells people otherwise. One of the biggest misconceptions that society lets float is how we should deal with debt. It seems to me that society has no problem with your spending too much money on shopping. If you ask me, debt is one of the most powerful tools you can use to get ahead financially. That doesn't mean that everyone should go out and take on as much debt as they can, of course, but there are many ways that debt can speed up your path to wealth, some of which you may already be using. For example, I just took on a mortgage that I didn't need, but it's a problem if I want to use debt in a more productive way. On the other hand, taking on debt can be a great way to earn passive income. Consider what happens when you use low-interest debts like mortgages to buy rental properties that can help us supplement our income. More income paired with more investing is a powerful cycle that, when repeated, can have your wealth growing at exponential rates. All of this is to say that by demonizing debt, society is literally limiting our ability to make the money we need. Society paints a false picture of retirement. Have you ever seen an old person trip and fall? There's something about seeing an old person in trouble that makes us cringe, and unfortunately, society is contributing to their demise. Most of us have been told that if you save a certain amount of money every month, you'll be able to retire and enjoy your golden years. However, the chances of this happening are about the same as me getting married to Megan Fox. Most people are told to put away 10 to 15% of their income every month for retirement. Since the average income earner makes $35,000 a year and probably keeps $25,000 of that, this means that most people will be putting away $250 a month. If you start investing for retirement early and have 40 years to do so, at $250 a month with a 7% return, you'll have enough money for a comfortable retirement. On that amount of money may be possible, but they probably think this because $650,000 is a lot of money in today's world. Unfortunately, what they don't take into account in their retirement plan is: assuming a 2.5% inflation rate, in 40 years, $655,000 will only be worth $240,000. I think we can all agree that this is not enough money to retire on. I hope you're starting to see that the picture society has painted of your dream retirement life is not based on reality.